Oh my God! Hi guys, and welcome to another Player YouTube video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Range Rover Autobiography SDV8. Now the Autobiography is the top of the range from Range Rover, and this one is the very, very top of the range, because on the road this is £100,000. This one is 121. It's £21,000 worth of extras, and £6,000 of that goes on this lovely satin gold paintwork, which I think looks stunning in the right light. But it's got loads of other bits and pieces which I can't wait to show you around. So I'm getting so excited. Let's get round the back. I'm going to show you inside, I'm going to show you outside, we're going to show you on the road, we're going to show you everything, because for 120 grand it's got to be worth it. If you're looking to make a statement, don't look any further than a car like this. The Range Rover Autobiography just says it all, but it doesn't just say it all, it does it all as well. This is a 2.5 ton monster powered by a V8 under the bonnet here that develops 557 horsepower. Absolutely amazing. It's 4.4 litres of pure energy and will take you from 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. That says it all to me. Let alone these beautiful running lights, these massive grille along the front here, and this lovely low front. Wow guys, come on. I mean, Range Rover Autobiography. Let's check inside, let's check in the boot, because the comfort level on this car goes beyond anything you've ever seen. Round at the back of the Range Rover, it still says it all. This car is a statement on wheels. Lovely big roof spoiler there, but the best thing of all, key fob, watch this. It does it all in one, and so quickly as well. So if it's pouring rain, you want to get out of the rain, or you need to get the dogs in, this is where you do it. But there's a couple of other things that I want to show you while I'm round the back. First one is, obviously, it's a split rear boot, which all Range Rovers have. But this thing has something extra. It's 985 quid extra, but with the push of a button just here, you will notice my tow bar suddenly appears from nowhere. I think this is so worth it. If you're going down to the coast for the weekend, jet skis on the back, or you're going to the polo and you've got to hook up the old horse box, it's perfect. But when you're finished, you don't want that bloody great thing stuck out the back. You look like a caravan owner. And that's fatal. You do not want to be towing a caravan with one of these. So let's put it back together, because in a second I want to show, well, now I want to show you, forget in a second, I'm going to show you how big this boot is. First of all, check this out. How comfy is that? You're out having a picnic, you're watching your friends, riding the horses, whatever. This will take the weight, no problem at all. Now, I've folded the parcel shelf back, as you can see, but to give you an idea of how big it is, look, I can actually get in it. You could, if you want to get two more adults, that would be illegal, but a couple of massive great wolfhounds wouldn't go amiss in here. So let's jump out, let's get it put back together, and then we're going to jump inside, and I'm going to show you all about what this thing can do electronically, because it is sheer genius. In the back of the Autobiography, it doesn't get any more comfortable. These seats are fully adjustable. They've even got a massage function on them as well. When you look, you can lay almost right back. I mean, you could travel miles in this car. You've got lovely big 10-inch screens in the back. These are extra. It's like the exec pack. The only thing is, you do lose the middle seat on this, but come on guys, who really cares? If there's 4 of you going out for the day, that's all you need. Inside here, massive great box. It's got the headphones for the individual users. I've even got a remote control to change whatever I want around the car. There are 2 USB ports in here and 2 HDMI ports as well, so you can play your games in the back, you can watch your own DVDs, whatever you want to do. All this heating system here in the middle is also independent to the rear and can be controlled by yourself, so you don't need the driver to say, can you turn the heating up? The only thing you'll never get rid of is the kids in the back going, when are we going to get there? They've got to come up with a button for that you can just push. You've got your big cup holders in here. There's obviously a 12-volt adapter in here as well. It is simply stunning, I've got to say. Panoramic roof, that's even, and the height in here. There's just so much space. I could travel hours in this. Let's jump in the front. I'm going to show you all the extra little gizmos and bits that this car's got on it. So here in the front of the car, you couldn't be more comfortable. These seats are absolutely amazing, and there's so many different buttons on them that you can alter and change around. So when you're off-road, you can have it really tight, hold you in position. I've driven a few miles with this, absolutely stunning. Naturally, with all Range Rovers, you get the lovely armrest, and obviously your passenger gets it as well. But what I want to really show you is inside here, which is a rather cool little feature. So you've got a little knick-knack place to put your phone or his and hers phone, and a nice little fridge which will keep everything nice and cool during the summer, or even during the winter if you're that way inclined. And here we have two USB ports and two HDMI's, and yet again another 12-volt supply. So they've thought of everything here. These are all your suspension settings. I'm not going to spend half an hour explaining to you your off-road, your gravel, your snow and all that, because that's pretty bog standard. When you buy one of these, you're best to book yourself on one of the Land Rover courses, and they'll teach you everything that this car can do. I've been on one, absolutely stunning, worth every penny. You get to see what this thing can really do. So let's start her up. It's a keyless ignition, so you've got a start button on the top there. The V8 roars into life. Lovely and quiet inside. This car is so beautifully built. And your massive screen will come up with a display. Underneath here, separate heating controls, as you would expect. Fully auto gearbox. Once you go out of the auto mode here, you can actually change the settings accordingly to what you want, whether you're off-road or whether you're steaming it down the motorway. Heated front steering wheel, absolutely lovely. Comes as standard, but that extra 20 grand which I mentioned right at the very beginning, a lot of that is taken up with 4.5 grand for the Meridian reference stereo system. Do you really want to spend 4.5 grand on a stereo system? Your choice at the end of the day. There's a heads-up display. Do you want to spend another £1,000 on a heads-up display? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but these are all extras. I like things that are included with a car, things that we get when we pay the money, the on-the-road price, not all the extras. But I'm not saying anything derogatory to this car, because let's go back to the screen and you'll see some of the things. I mean, it's just beyond belief. You've got all your temperature settings, you've got your media settings, it's got TV in the front. Obviously when you're driving you don't watch it, but it has a split screen system, so when the passenger's sitting there they can actually watch the TV, you can't, and you can hear it if you want on the stereo. Or they've got their own little headphones that they can wear. So if you wanted to spend 2 or 3 hours driving and not have an argument with the other half, absolutely perfect. Stick the headphones on and give her the TV or whatever movie she wants to watch. The car really does have it all, but at the end of the day it's weighing up whether you want to spend that amount of money on a 4-wheel drive. Yes, I do. I love a 4-wheel drive. Forgot to mention 2 cup holders and yet another 12-volt supply. Well, you know, look at the walnut, the finish, it's just beautiful. The hand finish on this is stunning. It's this cappuccino ivory, or ivory and espresso, not cappuccino. They're coffee, who cares, it's coffee. Lovely colouring system, lovely big roof inside, plenty of light you can see. I forgot to mention earlier when we were looking in the rear entertainment system on this car, which I do think is worth it, extra 2.5 grand. But yeah, definite. You've got 2 snotty little kids in the back, you want to keep them quiet, spend the 2.5 grand, well worth every penny. Let's get it out on the road and just get a feel for it, and I can give you a bit of feedback, and then let's get the hell out of here, because too long is useless. So out on the road, the Range Rover, what a car to drive. Off-road, on-road, it doesn't get much more comfortable. The actual quality, the build quality, the sound in here is just phenomenal. I could sit here for hours. I have sat here for hours. I've driven this car the best part 600-700 miles now, and I never tire of just sitting in here enjoying every moment of being behind such a beautiful car. Everything's there for you, as I said. You can't really go wrong, and when you do hit a bit of traffic and you're stuck in a queue, just stick on the entertainment system. Guys, this has been Andy Jones giving you, as best as I can, in-depth review on the Range Rover Autobiography SDV8. Looking forward to next week. Got another car coming up for you. Don't forget, if you like what we do, give us a thumbs up, please. Really grateful, and if you want to see more, then subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and catch you next week.